Yup.
Okay.
All day long, man.
This feels weird.
All day long. So earlier in the regular old show, Ace was talking about this this dilemma that he may find himself in because his wife had a baby 4 weeks ago, and he had planned on a trip with his boys. Long time ago, he goes every year. They build forts, lean-tos, whatever it is. They
Ride our four-wheelers.
They sneak some porn magazines out of their dad's house, and they compile them and see which one of the models has the biggest old bush.
Oh. Should I know what a lean-to is?
Yeah.
Because I don't.
So his wife said, "Go ahead, Gourdhead." And so he's going to Houston because he got a solution. He got that Houston solution. Well, turns out that the people, her mom and her stepdad, were going to be here to help her with the baby, if she needed it. Well, they're out of town. I would say carelessly, her mom has planned something else to go. Just, selfishly.
Of course.
No, I'm kidding. And now there is no backup, nobody to help if she needs help with a newborn while he's gone for the weekend. Jody and I are going to be out of town as well, so we won't be here. And this morning he was asking John and Joan Q listener what he should do, go or stay. Should he stay or should he go now? And more people said go.
Yeah, by far.
They said go. F her is what most people said. F her and that baby.
Well,
now I didn't say that. That's what John and Joan Q listener were saying.
Well, she sent me a message earlier that just said, this little dude has not slept since the 4:45 feeding, but if I hold him, he will. I love snuggling him, though. Oh. And I responded with, I'm staying home this weekend, so he will sleep and you can rest. Oh, and I was just joking. And she responded with, enough with that shit. It's really getting old. All right.
What, with you, after she said go ahead and go?
Yeah.
That's
a green light, baby.
Yeah.
I don't know that it is.
It sounds like a red light.
Why? No. She's saying go.
Yeah, because... and she may not even realize this is what she's doing. See, that's the beauty of my knowing everything there is to know about women. Sometimes I know things about them even before they know it. But then when they ultimately find out, or it gets to that point where they know this thing about themselves, then they're like, oh, I guess he was right, even though I got mad at him when he said it at the time.
They'll never admit it either, though, right?
Some will, yeah.
Oh,
some have.
Some have.
But if you don't go, Ace, then you will be taking from her the most valuable thing that a woman has in a relationship with her husband, and that is victim status. Okay, martyrdom.
I'd like to point out this is TJ speaking on his own. I'm not a part of this. Commentary.
Your last name is and TJ.
Yeah, well.
So this is an opportunity that she will have for the rest of that baby's life to say, not even to hold it against you as to make demands of you or things like that.
Right.
But if for nothing else, to say what a cool wife I am. Because when this baby, I remember, she'll be saying it at his graduation party. I remember one of my fondest memories of when you were a baby was when you were only 4 weeks old, and I had the entire weekend to bond with you because I insisted that your father go spend the weekend with his childhood buddies in Houston in a hot tub.
Luckily, I'll be so old I won't be able to hear her say that.
Yeah. Well. But she'll always have that, and you should not take that from her.
I'm not going to.
You shouldn't take it from her that she is about to score some really awesome points for whatever she may need to redeem them for. If it's just to, let everybody know how good of a cool wife she is. If it's to use later to say, I can't believe you're not going to go do this for me after you left for that weekend 10 years ago when this baby was only 4 weeks old and left me by myself. She's got that.
Yeah.
She's also got other women to say, ooh, girl, you're better than I am, because I sure wouldn't have been all for him leaving for the weekend with a 4-week-old. So she could be, the envy of other women. I mean, it just lends itself to so many important women things.
I'm glad I could be there for her and help in that way.
Well,
Now,
You know what?
if you,
To give her even more help, then I'm going to go ahead and just get hammered,
Well-
so that when she calls me, I'll be like,
well, you weren't going to do that anyway.
non-existent.
I mean,
I'll just skip the messages.
for the Houston hot tub
Dang.
boys.
yeah. The buttercreamers all getting the gang back together. I mean, jeez whiz.
Yeah, it's shockingly low key, but y'all, you would find it so boring, but it's good.
I don't know why you're poking the bear, though. So I'm not going to go. What's the point of doing that?
Just making fun.
Well, should you be doing that?
But hey, now it's like it's done.
Yeah, you already sent it. I know.
So I mean, it's nothing else to. I'm total clearance now. She's sick of that shit. Don't even have to bring it up anymore. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. I need to go as soon as I check in. Try to see if I can get that upgrade to first class for $100. Get some free drinks in me.
I don't think that's helping.
But when before my daughter was born, that was our first child, I went to this little class thing on a Saturday called Boot Camp for New Dads. And it was guys whose wives had just had babies, and then they brought their babies in so we could, hold the baby. They showed us, certain things. But one of the things that they talked about was when your wife leaves you with the baby for the first time alone, or when she leaves you, to go do something or whatever, when the baby's small or the kids are small, make sure that you do everything in your power not to have to call her to come home or to advise you over the phone where the pacifier is, where the this, where the that, because it builds, confidence in her that you are good with your first baby, that you've picked it up, you know how to do it. But women don't follow that same thing. And that's why Ace was laying the law down earlier, and he's like in her face saying, if I go, then you dare text me or call me or tell me how this shit's going awry and how he's being, cranky and all of that, because you're going to ruin my good time in the hot tub.
Exactly. Either let me go or don't.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Look, if I'm going, I'm going.
I said, I'm either going or not.
I mean, I'm not going to go all that way and be up there with my hot tub boys when you're trying to, put a wet blanket on me.
With HTB, the hot tub boys.
That's right.
Yeah, but you're not gonna say nothing. He's not tough. She let me go. She's gonna let you go. Come on, man.
Oh no, I just meant, didn't mean let. Like it was an agreement between the two of us. If it had bothered her, she said she felt overwhelmed or something, I wouldn't go because I wouldn't want to be, wouldn't want to put her in that position if she didn't feel she was ready. But she's killing
Yeah.
it, so she's like, it's fine, go ahead.
But in all seriousness, you said that she has a friend, the one that gave her the shower and all that,
Yeah.
that's going to be here in case
Yeah,
she
they're
needs
gonna be
an emergency and all that. But then she's going
she
to
doesn't
her
have an
parents'
emergency.
house though, which is far away from the friend. Is the friend going to spend the weekend with her?
No,
at
but like her
parents' house?
grandmother's at her,
Oh, yeah.
because her grandmother lives with her parents and all
Right.
that, so she's going up there to hang out.
And her
she's
grandmother's younger, right? Because she young. How old's her grandmother?
it's in her 70s.
Oh, see, she can handle that.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah.
She'll be totally fine. Yeah, she's going up there, going to her parents' house on Saturday, so she'll use the pool and hang out with her grandmother, and the dog on his birthday can run around and all that exciting stuff.
Oh, that's right. Sunday's the dog's birthday.
Yeah, he'll be 9.
And that's another. Are you going to be home in time to take that baby so she can really focus on the dog?
Well, no, because I won't get home until Sunday.
Oh, I thought Sunday was the.
No, Saturday is Toby's birthday.
You're missing his birthday?
Yeah, the 22nd.
Oh my God! What
is
a
Toby's
deep-
birthday.
Yeah,
He didn't care about either of his kids. He
doesn't.
Obviously.
it's obvious.
He's just, an absent father already.
I'm gonna go to Texas and sit in a hot tub. Leave me alone.
Leaving both of his babies, one of them on his birthday. I can't believe it.
I know. I hate you now.
I cannot believe it.
I don't even care.
Oh, you care.
Well, yeah, I care about her. I want to make sure everybody's in good shape.
Yeah, and I was just kidding about all that other stuff. Wink.
Sure, it'll be fine.
No, it will be. But if he's already showing signs of being a brat today, not wanting to go back to sleep.
I don't know why you do that. That doesn't seem like a good idea.
Do what? What do I do? What?
Being a brat. No, you're talking about the baby being a brat. I thought you were talking about Ace being a brat. But why is he gonna tease and poke and go? Oh, I'm not going. I don't understand the logic behind that. You're just giving her ammo to get pissed off about it. I don't get that. Unless you just like needling.
Sometimes it's just fun.
I get that's fair, but then
It's just
don't
fun
come
to
in
be
and go.
annoying.
Oh, all right.
But the more times she could say no, go ahead, then it eases a little bit of the wondering if you're doing the right thing or not.
And it
Now, if
reinforces that if something were to go wrong, be like, well, how many times did I say?
right. But
I got a plan here, Riggins. I'm not an amateur at this.
But the difference is that, and I don't know if she's a new mom, so she's not really fully aware of all the tools in her tools box. But she should just say no, go ahead, and then when he says it again sometime when she's really getting close, and she goes, I mean, I hate to say this, but now that you mention it, I think I might have to take you up on it.
On that trip.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, right. Just say, the more I think about it, I would feel better if you did stay here.
And I wouldn't even consider it if she has shown the slightest inkling of being overwhelmed or anything like that.
Exactly.
I mean, she's crushing it. So
Yeah.
I told her the day. I said, I just want you to know you are awesome at this.
Well, I don't even want to know what she was doing at the time. I don't need to get into your business that much, for sure.
More than just regular funny. This is extra funny. There's more of Ace and TJ's Extra Funny podcast next.
More of the Extra Funny podcast is coming up on Ace TJ TV. Today on Ace TJ TV. It's Tuesday. Watch the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show live from 6 to 9 Eastern, or watch anytime on demand after 9. Then it's Extra Funny live at 9 Eastern and available anytime on demand after 10. And at 11, Tech D Rob's podcast Nerd News is new and available on demand. Ace TJ Prime Plus members, today, get caught up with the hottest Prime Plus feature, TJ's Political Show. It's Ace TJ TV, available at acetj.com, the Ace and TJ app, or at our YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Ace TJ Show.
If you're living with pain and you think the only way to stop that pain is through surgery or medicines for the rest of your life, then you need to think again. Think about Neogenics, because Neogenics is the most trusted stem cell clinic in the Carolinas. Why? Because they do things right every day, the right way every day. At Neogenics, you're going to always get a realistic assessment on whether or not they can help you. The doctors at Neogenics are there to change your life.
Neogenics already has a great location in Ballantyne, but now Neogenics is proud to announce a brand new location in Cornelius, right off exit 28 in the Jeton Park Medical Park. What we're talking about with Neogenics is taking that nagging pain in your joints, muscles, tendons, and ligaments and getting rid of it with no surgery, no medications, and no downtime. And again, 2 great locations now, Ballantyne and Lake Norman. Get details at acetj.com/neogenics. That's acetj.com/neogenics. Neogenics.
This pepperoni was carefully placed by hand by a pizza maker at Papa John's. Just like this one, and that one over there. Ooh, and even these in the crust. Get yourself the new Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza, only at Papa John's.
Whether you're looking to just have a good time with friends or make some lifetime memories with your significant other or your family, no place has more to offer than Gaston County. Find out about all the incredible opportunities in Gaston County right now at acetj.com/Gaston. Today, every company is a technology company, but becoming a fully enabled digital workplace is not easy. That's why there's CompuCom. Let them guide you and deliver results no matter where you are on your digital transformation journey. Get details at CompuCom.com.
Than just a little funny. This is Extra Funny. This is the Ace and TJ Show's Extra Funny podcast.
All right. There's something that has become kind of a trend in U.S. American culture that I think is it's pretty insulting. The latest incident with this is this winner from Jeopardy named Angie Nyquist.
Yeah.
And, she's supposedly hot. She's very pretty. And I guess, people are acting like that's such a rarity on Jeopardy.
Well,
I don't watch Jeopardy. I don't know. Of course, I've seen it, but I don't sit down and watch Jeopardy. But she's a champion on there, and people ask her simply because she's pretty if she's going to do an OnlyFans account. So you got this beautiful woman who's obviously very intelligent, and then just because she is pretty, they throw that out at her. You should do OnlyFans. You should do home porn. Are you going to do home porn and really make something of yourself?
It is insulting, isn't it?
God.
I read that this morning and thought the same thing. Why would you instantly go there? Even in her response, though. Even her response, she says, I'm flattered they would think that, but no.
She said, it's not my style. But that's just because you're not allowed to judge anybody for anything. You're not, everything is considered shaming. And that's what I say. The world needs, our country especially, needs more shame. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. If you ask the Jeopardy champion if she's going to be on OnlyFans just because she's attractive, that's trash.
Yeah.
That's just, what's the difference in that and saying, hey, Angie, show me your titties? Seriously, why don't you really try to make something of yourself by showing everybody your titties? Jeopardy winner, brilliant woman.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
I agree completely. I thought the same thing this morning.
But then you're not supposed to kink shame anybody. Well, they should be kink shamed. That's offensive to say that to this woman. Damn.
On TikTok, that anytime it's an attractive woman, the top comment is always OnlyFans win. It's a question. OnlyFans win.
Yeah, and I guess that's a little different because they're just sitting there being stupid online. But these people are asking her directly, are you going to be on OnlyFans? Champion of Jeopardy.
they got to be nerds, right? Because the fact that they would even know that she's on Jeopardy.
Yeah, but
Show us your titties.
But why don't people call them out more? Why are we the only ones that call people out for this? It's like you automatically just assume, well, you know, well, is it really to that point where treating women with respect and with a little bit of dignity and all of that is just out the window because nobody can, you're not supposed to judge anybody for whatever their behavior is? Yeah. Like, you're not supposed to judge people. You can't kink shame me because I want to see nerdy, hot Jeopardy winner naked, see her do dirty things to herself while she's in her living room. I mean, it's ridiculous.
What are titties?
Yeah. She did say, quote, "You're going to get some nice people and you're going to get some creeps. I have been getting DMs from random men. It was not what I was expecting, that's for sure."
Well, I mean, it's the internet. People are weird on the internet.
Yeah, and hopefully
People
it
are
wasn't
brave.
a lot of people.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it the worst thing ever?
Not the worst thing ever, but it's a lack
crude
of
and-
a lack of civility.
Absolutely.
And that's my biggest complaint. Everybody says I'm so grumpy, grouchy all the time, but it's because I'm trying to protect the civil society. My God. And it doesn't matter. It's fine. If you would love to see her naked, you think she's hot, you know, but don't ask the woman if she's going to be on a dirty home porn site.
Well,
Just
no need to call it
damn.
a dirty home porn site.
Oh, no.
You know how much real money you could make? You brilliant, beautiful woman. Do you know how much real money you could make if you got on OnlyFans and showed us all of your most intimate of areas and did dirty things in front of the camera?
It's probably a lot.
I mean, Denise Richards is doing it.
Yeah, she is hot.
But Ace, you're talking about your dog Toby's birthday party coming up this weekend.
Yep.
Riggins, I think you would have loved it. I know you don't want to travel anywhere, farther than Atlanta where your brother lives. Yeah. But I'm sure you saw this in Scotland last week. They had the Golden Retriever's birthday.
No.
Yeah, it was the 155th anniversary of the first Golden Retriever, which the first three were born in Scotland in 1868. So they had hundreds of Golden Retrievers come and hang out at this event.
Really?
Last week, yeah.
That's cute.
I didn't know that as the history of the Golden Retriever.
Scottish.
And just 1868 seems like it would have been around longer than that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Golden Retriever seems like a dog that would have been always around.
Yeah, I think that's like the most perfect, like American
Like
looking
you would
dog.
think they had one on the Mayflower or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they're not even American.
They're not even American. That's kind of
I
disappointing.
didn't know that either, so I don't like them anymore.
Scottish. That's cute though. But yeah, I don't want to go to that shit.
Is that true with most things? If you think it's American, once you find out it's not American, you're like, I liked it, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's like everything. Now.
lost interest.
Yep. I'm that way with food. My favorite foods, burritos and pizza. 100% American.
Yeah, Jody said you're a pizza snob on your podcast yesterday. I went, oh, really? He's a pizza snob.
Yeah. I don't know that I would be a pizza snob.
She said it pretty confidently. She was like, well, you're a pizza snob. Oh, interesting.
What exactly makes someone a food snob?
She's a food snob.
Alexis.
Yeah, because she's so, like, it's that look of,
Yeah,
like,
I
I
get
would
that.
never, that to me,
As if
that's snobby.
If you do something that she considers to be less than the very best or whatever, then you're just
Gross, as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, she's soaking gummy worms in tequila.
Yeah, right. I mean, drinking Snoop Dogg's wine.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. That,
Who are you to be judging?
yeah.
No, but yeah, she does do that with a lot of things.
She does it with a lot of stuff.
And it's usually with foods that nobody, the majority of people don't eat all the time, like pho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's very, like, you mentioned, like, tuna, She's like, I don't eat anything out of a can. Soup in a can, meat in a can. Like, canned food, I don't know. She's very snobby about it. But she will admit that.
Whereas Gwen, that used to work with us, won't eat anything out of a can because she thinks the cans are toxic.
Yeah, I mean,
So all of her, the green beans and stuff are in a pouch.
she's a wacko. We're both wacko, just different.
Uh-huh.
Green beans in a pouch of green beans.
Speaking of which, valuable lesson was learned at our place. So, for the baby, we have this this little thing you sit him in, and it turns, it goes side to side, kind of rocks side to side. And the first time we got it, I was like, "That thing doesn't just keep going," like
Mm-hmm.
And Amanda goes, "I wish it did, but it doesn't." And I said, "What's wrong? Why does it not keep going?" She goes, "I got the more eco-friendly version, and it doesn't. You have to just do it by hand all the time." It's like, she goes, "And now I realize I was wrong."
Yeah, she was telling us that the other day when we were over there. So I thought somebody gave it to y'all as a gift, but did she pick that?
I think it was on the registry, and somebody got it for us.
Okay, so but she
pretty
did
sure,
pick the environmentally friendly version.
I was like, "Damn it!"
What does the other one do to the environment?
I guess because it has batteries or something.
It keeps going, so it doesn't preserve energy when it doesn't need to.
Yeah, I don't know.
But who cares? I mean, if it's battery, you change the batteries.
I thought, I don't know if it's because it's battery operated or something. I don't know. I don't know the difference. But I was like, man, damn, because then you got to get up and he swings back and forth, and it stops, and he starts to get grumpy. You got to walk over there and kind of kick it with your foot.
And I wonder if that version is more expensive than the regular version that would keep going.
Yes.
What?
The one that we have that doesn't keep going is more expensive than the one that you would put a battery or whatever in. She told me that.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. For these virtue signaling companies that want to act like they're all into the environment, we care about the environment and all that, why are you even offering the other version anymore? Just step on out there and do it.
Yeah. Valid point.
Yeah, I mean, if you care so much about the environment, why would you put anything on the market with your name on it that has a negative effect on the climate?
I agree.
Get them.
Why do you hate it?
Stupid ass.
Why do you hate the planet?
Me?
No, I'm asking the
them?
company.
Yeah, why do they hate it? And babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hate
They're
babies.
trying to put battery waves in baby heads.
I don't know what that means.
Battery waves.
That means they
and
got
baby
the
heads.
battery waves coming out of those batteries right directly into them tiny soft spot baby heads. Killing them.
Wow.
Remember when your cell phone was sending the waves into your brain and all
I'm
that?
sure it is.
You think it still does it?
I'm pretty sure. It's got to.
That's why my head's so big.
That's what RFK Jr. says. Yeah, that is what. Yeah, you've got microwave rays in your dome.
You know what? RFK Jr. could be saying exactly what I'm thinking as far as political beliefs and all, and I would not be able to hear it because to hear him talk makes me hurt.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Sounds like he's always struggling.
Struggle to get it out. And you know who else is like that? If you ever listen to the 80s channel on satellite radio, the old VJ Nina Blackwood,
Yeah.
she does a countdown on there. And it sounds like this. And it's like Nina Blackwood.
When she was on MTV in the 80s, it had a sexy sound to it, but now that she's gotten older, it's more like...
All the way up to number 8. This countdown from 1984.
I just
Sounds
looked
painful.
up. I just looked up a picture of her. She looks like she would sound like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little rough.
You think she
was no,
she sounds like a really, really heavy smoker, but but she had a raspy voice when she was on MTV in the 80s. She was one of the original VJs.
Sure was.
It says that she's had that voice since she was a child. Could you imagine a child coming up to you sounding like that?
Hey, you want to buy lemonade?
You want to see the original VJ's VJ?
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. More of the Extra Funny podcast in 3 minutes.
Coming up today on Ace TJ TV, it's Nerd News. This is Ace TJ TV.
Hey, it's Ace, and I got to tell you about something special. It is a brand new way for you to take your membership, so to speak, in the Ace and TJ radio family to the next level. It's Ace and TJ Prime Plus. Now, you've heard of Prime. That's free. This is Prime Plus. It is a brand new paid subscription area with a lot of bonus content for you every single day, every single week from the Ace and TJ show, and it's all exclusive. It's the only way to see and hear the show every day, commercial free. It's also the only way to get the extra portion of the Extra Funny podcast every single day. Plus, there's other great content, such as TJ's new political podcast, The TJ Ritchie Show. And coming soon, we're going to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the show in Charlotte by going back. It's a weekly show featuring some of the classic Ace and TJ bits from the early days on Kiss 95.1 in Charlotte. All that and much more for just $4.99 a month. Or $55 for the entire year. Sign up today at acetj.com/prime.
If you're living with pain and you think the only way to stop that pain is through surgery or medicines for the rest of your life, then you need to think again. Think about Neogenics, because Neogenics is the most trusted stem cell clinic in the Carolinas. Why? Because they do things right every day, the right way every day. At Neogenics, you're going to always get a realistic assessment on whether or not they can help you. The doctors at Neogenics are there to change your life.
Neogenics already has a great location in Ballantyne, but now Neogenics is proud to announce a brand new location in Cornelius, right off exit 28 in the Jeton Park Medical Park. What we're talking about with Neogenics is taking that nagging pain in your joints, muscles, tendons, and ligaments and getting rid of it with no surgery, no medications, and no downtime. And again, two great locations now, Ballantyne and Lake Norman. Get details at acetj.com/neogenics. That's acetj.com/neogenics. Neogenics.
This pepperoni was carefully placed by hand by a pizza maker at Papa John's. Just like this one, and that one over there. Ooh, and even these in the crust. Get yourself the new epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza, only at Papa John's.
Everybody wanna be like me? Yeah. It's the Extra Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
Did y'all, Ace, I know you probably saw this story, but Riggins, you talk about a dilemma for you, and if Alexis were here, it would be for her. There is a community in Fort Lauderdale, and it has a ton of domestic rabbits on the loose. They've overrun the streets and people's properties because 2 years ago there was a hobby breeder living in the area, and when she moved, she just left her rabbits in the street, just turned them loose.
Oh, man.
Well, what do rabbits do?
Multiply.
They're very good at math. They know their multiplication tables. So now they're out of control. So you got these, I'm guessing these little white and gray and whatever domestic rabbit colors there are, running around and doing property damage and getting They've been struggling to keep the problem under control. A lot of the rabbits have been captured and rescued. A lot of them have been found dead along the streets. But the numbers are steadily increasing because they keep having little baby rabbits. So they're trying to raise $20,000 to $40,000 to have professionals come in and rescue them. But a lot of residents are so fed up with the nuisance and property damage and all that they're willing to pay a fraction of that to hire a trapping company to come in and exterminate them.
It ain't gonna cost you no $40,000. I'll tell you that
No.
to kill 100 rabbits. Need a 12-year-old with a shotgun. Mm-hmm. Okay, aim.
But how do you ever? Yeah, you'd have to round them all up and get them out of there because you can't.
Yeah, you can't fire a gun, I'm sure. in this
You
little
can't stop them
neighborhood.
though because that thing is—they're out of control.
Just poison them. Put it in the rabbit feed. I mean, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But you can't let them do property damage and stuff. That's not good.
Yeah, and these people didn't. It's not like when people go, well, you moved into their habitat, so what do you expect? It wasn't that. This just crazy woman just let them go.
Ugh. A rabbit breeder in Fort Lauderdale. I mean, I'm sure she's a peach. Ugh.
Hobby breeder.
Whatever that is.
I guess that means she just breeds them for her hobby.
Yeah.
She doesn't sell them or anything.
But the rescue organization is like 40 G's. We'll
Yeah,
Yeah,
20,
tell you
well, what a
40
window
grand.
that is. 20 to 40,000, depending on how many they got. So I wonder. Well, just the difference in a rural situation and a city situation. Rural situation, like we would have in Louisiana, is that they would make a community bonding thing out of it, and they would say, bring the kids out.
Yeah. Round 'em
Like
up.
they do, they've done many times with when the nutria would get out of control in Louisiana. Those are the big, we call them nutria-rats. They're the big muskrat-looking things that live in the waters, and they do a lot of damage as well. And so they would have nutria-rat hunts sponsored by the community. Come out,
Come on out.
kill as many as you want. And in South Louisiana, a lot of people eat them.
Yeah, can you eat these rabbits?
Hell yes.
You can?
Probably could.
Yeah, and the thing about a tame rabbit is it's all white meat, every bit of it.
Because it'd been resting and not overused.
I guess I don't know what the difference is, but yeah, tame rabbit is all white meat.
Yeah, I hate to see a bunch of animals die, that were pets, designed to be pets, but
But how irresponsible of that person
crazy.
that did that. And if you could find that person, they should have to pay the bill.
I picture an old lady with a like a helmet hairstyle that's red. She's got big glasses with a chain on it and big loose fitting clothes, going out in the street, just opening the rabbit cages and telling them to go be free.
See, I pictured a young Subaru driver. Just got overwhelmed, didn't know what they were doing, thought it was a great idea, and got a little overwhelmed by it. And I can't deal with them. I'm just gonna let them go. I want them to be freed.
But Fort Lauderdale doesn't allow young people, though, do they?
Good point. I don't know.
They got a gate check.
You know what I mean? It's,
I know what you're
that
talking
shampoo set that
Yeah.
gets sprayed down, and you just kind of pick it in the mornings to get the flat spots out of it.
yeah. Yeah, you don't even care about the animals then. I mean, you're breeding all these animals, you don't even care about them. You just leave them out in the street. It's the worst kind.
Exactly.
You know?
And probably out preaching everybody else they should be doing more to take care of the animals. And you're just like,
Yeah.
I can't handle it. I'm just gonna let go of these animals.
And these animals don't even know how to live in the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they cute?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, most of them are.
I hate that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, if you could maybe like feed the homeless or something with like rabbit stew or something, I mean, you could make this negative into a positive somehow.
You ever have fried rabbit?
No.
It's
Fried
good.
rabbit.
Yeah.
Like fried chicken,
Yeah.
but with rabbit.
Yeah, it's really, really good. We went to a restaurant in New Orleans, had stuffed, it was a rabbit stuffed with an oyster dressing. It was really good.
Is there a part of the rabbit that's better to eat than others? Like, is it the legs that are real good, or is it
All of it.
you can eat the breast of a rabbit?
Well, you just, quarter it up.
Quarter rabbit.
You got the leg and thigh quarters.
What's the flavor like?
It's, I don't want to say it tastes like chicken because it doesn't. It's juicy if you're cooking it right. Obviously, it's not a dry white meat like chicken white meat is, but I'd say it's kind of akin to frog legs. No, I just used an example that I knew you wouldn't know.
No,
what the
if it tastes
exact-
like chicken, that would be fine with me. I mean, I don't mind
I guess
that
it's kind
comparison.
of the closest thing to, I guess, for whatever you've ever eaten, it's chicken probably.
Okay.
But I just hate everything tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
You know, what does it taste? It tastes like chicken.
But it doesn't taste like a hamburger or like
No.
meat, like beef.
No.
There you go.
But I prefer the taste of wild rabbit to tame rabbit because I do like the dark meat. It's more dark meat. Same with a squirrel. A tame squirrel is all white. Yeah. No, but squirrel and rabbit are similar. When you think, Ace, taste-wise,
I think
they're
so.
similar.
It's been so long since I've had either one. It's been years and years.
Hey, when I was in the town I grew up in, you could go to the guy who bred rabbits, and you could buy them as a pet, or you could pay him, and when you go to pick them up, he already had them dressed and wrapped up like you were going to the butcher.
Yeah.
You know,
Take your pick.
you want to take one and raise it yourself? Fine. You want to take one and cook it? We'll get it ready to cook for you.
Yeah.
That was his business. He was the rabbit guy.
What do you think he sold more of, pets or
No.
No.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.